Hello, everyone. My name is Arosh De Silva. I'm here to welcome you all to this month's Spiritual Family Night. Our teacher, Venerable Chandarathana Thero, is going to be a little bit late joining this meeting, so instead, I'm going to share the walking meditation video. And once the video is over, I'd like for everyone to stand up and begin walking meditation. Thank you.
Mindful walking can be done at any place if you can find a convenient stretch where disturbances are minimal. Sandy walking paths are ideal and luxurious, but rare to find. You could walk on a long choir mat if you can find one. But even grass can be useful as a makeshift walking path for mindful walking. Walking barefoot is highly recommended and is most effective whenever possible. Let us first identify a path that we consider as suitable for mindful walking. The walking path chosen by you should allow about 30 paces of walking to and fro without much disturbance. Once the path has been identified, simply stand erect at one end of the path, facing the path. Stand as though a candle has been placed on the ground. Be very relaxed and be at ease. For a few moments, let us silently reflect and know that we are standing and that we are not sitting. Keep your gaze a few feet ahead of you with your eyes partially open. Your hands should be relaxed but clasped at the back or at the front. This is to avoid swinging your arms to and fro while walking. For a few moments, let us begin walking up and down the path. First, let us walk in a relaxed manner up and down before you actually commence mindful walking. After a few paces up and down, we could then commence walking mindfully. Silently, at a pace that is comfortable to you, with your eyes gently focused a few feet ahead of you, begin walking. Simply know that you are walking. You may note how your feet are shifting from left to right, how your weight shifts from one foot to the other. You may also note how your body is moving forward. Just be relaxed and keep walking mindfully. When you reach the end of your chosen path, just pause for a moment. Apply slowly, mindfully, silently, and very mindfully know that you are turning clockwise. You may meet with distractions. At that point, don't worry about those or get engaged with those distractions. Simply know that you are turning and that you are now about to start walking back the same way you started. Just as before, slowly, mindfully, and silently walk to and fro on the path. Be relaxed. Keep your gaze ahead of you. You may notice feeling the sand touching the soles of your feet, or your feet lifting and being placed. Thoughts and ideas may come and go. Just note them without getting involved or engaged with them. You may hear sounds or feel the breeze or feel the heat of the sun on your skin, or you may even see an exciting sight. Just note all of these and keep walking. Silently, slowly, mindfully is our motto. After a while, this period could range from 20 to 40 minutes. When you are about to come to the end of your mindful walking session, silently stand at the end of the path. Note that you have just completed a session of mindful walking. If you are next going to do a session of mindful sitting, the mindful walking would serve as an ideal warm-up for your mindful sitting. In which case, please carry your mindfulness with you to the mindful sitting session, so that your mindfulness will remain uninterrupted. If not, very mindfully return to your scheduled activity, again keeping your mindfulness intact. We hope you will continue to enjoy your mindful walking sessions.
Now we will all get up and start doing the walking meditation until the bell rings, and then we come back and sit down.
the guided sitting session, may you sit in a comfortable position. Keep your head straight and neck also straight. Shoulders in a restful position. And if you are sitting on a chair, you can lean onto it, but keep your back straight. And try to be comfortable. And keep your legs also in a comfortable position. So today we have gathered here to spend a couple of minutes in developing mindfulness. And we are in a way quite fortunate to have this opportunity. And let's wish everyone be well and everyone be happy. Everyone be free from suffering. Today the whole world is afflicted with various issues, pandemics. So let's wish the whole world be free from suffering. May all the beings be well and happy. May all the beings be free from suffering. Now we are slowly bringing our attention to our body. So our eyes are gently closed. Probably we can feel the eyelids are touching. Our mouth closed and lips are smoothly touching. And the jaws are not tightly coupled. We are not pressurizing using the tongue. It is also relaxed. We are not thinking about a problem. Therefore, there are no any wrinkles in the forehead or in the eyebrows. The whole face feeling quite relaxed. We can have a slight smile as we are trying to be with ourselves. Coming back to ourselves, settling back to the moment. Neck straight, but not tight. Shoulders are in a restful position. We are not holding them purposely. Rather, they are quite relaxed. Arms may be resting on your lap or maybe on the table. And we allow natural breathing. If we keep close attention closer to the heart, to the chest, we probably may feel vibration, little movement, rising and falling. As we reach abdomen, stomach, we may feel rising and falling as we breathing in and breathing out. And the body weight fairly concentrated at our buttocks. There is some pressure, little burning effect, heaviness can be felt at our buttocks. Upper legs are relaxed. Lower legs, calf muscles are also relaxed. Certain parts of the soles touching the ground. There may be little sounds coming from outside, maybe birds chirping or sounds of vehicles, sounds of a fan, an air conditioner, someone speaking. So these also can be included. There is no any resentment in the mind. These sounds have the nature to come and go. Now we are slowly keeping our attention at the nostril. As we breathing in, we are doing it mindfully. As we are breathing out, we are doing it mindfully. Allow the body to breathe naturally. We are like a gatekeeper, staying at the nostril and being aware of in-breath and being aware of out-breath. We are giving a small task to the mind not to miss any breaths. If our mind gets distracted towards the past or future, during that time certain breaths may be missed. So they may not come again. So we are asking the mind to be aware of every in-breath, every out-breath, not to miss any in-breaths or out-breaths. If still mind distracts, jumping here and there, probably you can label or note as we experience in-breath, as we experience out-breath. When we are experiencing in-breath, we may note it as in. As we experience out-breath, we may note it as out. In, out. Very softly, gently, we do this noting. It's a mental verbalization, confirmation of the physical process by a mental process. Breathing in, energizing the whole body. Breathing out, releasing all the stresses. Breathing in, feeling quiet. Breathing out, feeling relaxed. There is no hurry, no rush. Let the body breathe as it like, and I am ready to accept the way it is. If any distraction happen, not worried, not panicked, slowly bring back attention to the breath. Okay, hope you had a nice time. And anyone like to share your experiences? And I can see some elders as well. So I invite some elders also to share their experiences if they like. Shalika, how about you?
Thero Sarnai Bhante. Yes, I could, when I was doing the meditation, I was like, paying attention to my nostrils, and then I started my AC start working. So then my attention went to that, and it stayed for a while, and then I came back to my breath. I started focusing on my breath again. In a little while, I actually I didn't, I stopped like kind of noticing my entire breath. It's kind of like I feel I'm breathing, but I couldn't catch where it's hitting. Um, yeah, that was I had it for like a little while, and then again, I started my hearing my, the AC again. So my mind went away. So that was like my experience.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, when these kinds of distractions happen without taking them in negatively, we can understand, okay, the mindfulness is there. So now the mind is recognizing something outside. So I'm trying to keep the attention inside, but some outside event happen, and now mind is trying to be aware of that. And once it is being aware of that, we can slowly move it back to the body. Here, actually, mindfulness is basically uninterrupted. So we are allowing the mind to be aware of whatever the thing happen. So we have such a open attitude. But the primary selection or our desired, preferred object is the body. So therefore, likewise, when mind distracts, we don't need to worry about it. We can simply understand, okay, it is now being aware of certain sound, and it is also has gone. Now let me come back to my body. So likewise, this transition, if we are able to do smoothly, then there is no any kind of jerk or any huge interaction happen, because we know very well mindfulness is intact. Yeah. Sayuru, how about you? I can't see you today, but I see that you are present. Your face can't be seen. Are you there, Sayuru? Okay, he is not ready to discuss. Arosh, would you like to share your experience?
For the walking meditation, like my floor is like made out of wood, so I could like feel it under my feet. And at first, it was like very like I felt it as very like smooth and cold. But then like after I like went back and forth like several times, I felt like the floor beginning to be like feel less cold, feel a little bit warmer. At like every time I stopped and turned around.
Yeah. So, so anyway, I mean, this is when you are walking, the path also getting warmer, and you can experience that. It's good in a way. So at the beginning, it feel like little cooler, but as you are walking again and again on the same path, that path also getting warmer. So how about the sitting?
For a sitting meditation, at first, my mind kept on drifting to the past and to the future, but then I kept on remembering that I needed to like count my breath. so then I like began like, in order to like not skip any, I began like counting them, like one after the other, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like it got to a point like I was like all the way up to like 90 or something, but then like I realized my mind just like drifted away, and then I had to like start back from the beginning, and yeah.
Yeah, good. So basically like that, when we are counting, that is also one technique used in mindful breathing. And we actually can keep 10 as the higher level. And again, even if we successfully reach 10, we can come back to 1. Can you tell, Arosh, why we have to come back to 1 rather than going more 11, 12, 13 like that?
Well, I think it's because that when the higher you go, like the more thought you need to like put into it, and like going counting from 1 to 10 is like very easy and like minimal effort.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, the mindful techniques are quite straightforward. So we are not trying to go for any mathematical success here. Rather, we are taking the most easiest kind of techniques. So the intention is to occupy mind with something real, and our effortful or intentional actions have to be minimized. And when we are succeed in the breathing or being mindful about it, then we have to discard this counting and slowly keep a quiet mind without any kind of counting. Now we have a quiet mind, quietly or silently observing the breathing process. So likewise, we are calming down or tranquilizing the mind, and at the same time we are focusing the mind to a subtle object. Yeah, good. So Mahesha, would you like to share your experience?
Yes, Bhante. Today session, the walking meditation I didn't do actually. I was sitting at that time because I couldn't find a proper path, because outside it's too cold for us. It's winter now. So I did the sitting while the walking meditation going on as well. So it's a kind of a 2 sessions of sitting meditation. It was good, but once the Bhante started with the guided meditation, I was concentrating well, but I went into the samadhi the whole time until you recall back after some time. So that's that. I feel like that's all right, because I had a morning 1 hour sitting in the morning. So I think it's now 3 hours after I sit here now. Apart from that, I actually like to share one of the experience I had. Actually, I said this at Lokuswami Nohanse's one of the sessions last week. I decided actually to do something different. From Friday, I actually decided to do 5 minutes each 1 hour while working during the daytime. So I started it at 8 a.m. So when it's 8:55, I was sitting in the same chair that I was seated in front of the computer. I took 5 minutes set up in my clock, and I did a sitting session, and then again at 9:55, 10:55, like that, the whole day. And I felt it's really good, and I could do my work very well. And I feel it's very successful, and I thought I will keep on doing that. So I would like to share
Basically,
with
what you are
everyone.
trying to tell is that every 1 hour you are taking a 5-minute break, and you are trying to establish mindfulness. Am I correct?
Yes. So if I'm living, what I thought was, if I'm living for 55 minutes, I would like to spend 5 minutes of that hour for mindfulness. And yeah, and I really felt like it's really good.
Yeah. So because during the working time, and especially while we are using a computer, we are constantly in a kind of a conceptual, conventional stuff, and our mind get sometimes overwhelmed by the stuff and the work. And time to time, as you mentioned, grounding the mind and coming to the very basic fundamental feelings are really helpful to discharge whatever the accumulated stress and tensions, and again relaxing our mind. And again, after 5 minutes, again we have sort of gained or refreshed the mind, so that again we can continue our work. So it's actually it is something recommended even by say the opticians and all, because if you are continuously looking at the screen, that is also generating a strain to the eyes. So they also ask to at least look at a far object every 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. And as you said, maybe after 55 minutes, if we are taking intentionally 5 minutes break and closing our eyes and completely releasing whatever the tensions and coming back to the sort of ground level, that is something really good. Yeah, everyone can actually do something like that if you are heavily using computers, because continuously watching the screen makes the eyes dry, and again that makes mind fairly stressed. Without our knowledge, our mind get sort of tensed. So really good. Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yeah. Okay, there seems no one else would like to share their experiences today. Then we can wind up the session. We have almost spent 1 hour. So some 10 minutes, 15 minutes in walking, and then guided sitting from another around 20, 30 minutes. And now spend a couple of minutes in sharing our experiences. And it's nice to meet you all once a month. And again, I think Shalika can announce about next session. I think this month we have the other session.
Arush, would you like to share that information?
Alright. Also, since like there are like some new participants in this in today's session, I would like for you to get like reminders about like future sessions. There's gonna be a link in the chat which you could use to register yourself. And I would like to also remind you that like next session, which will be the Clarity of Mind for Young Adults Through Mindfulness session, will be held on Friday, July 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I would like to thank Bhante for spending his time with us and guiding us through the meditation. And I would also like to thank everyone today for participating, and have a great weekend.
Yeah, Theruvan Saranai.
Thank you so much, Bhante. Theruvan Saranai.
Yeah, Theruvan Saranai.